when I was reading about your story and checking out your appearances on some other podcasts and stuff, the quote that came to mind, I don't know if you've heard of it. It's a Nietzsche quote. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. So what is your why to live? What keeps you with this positive, motivated attitude despite all of that, all those hardships?
Well, I can say that's true because, as I mentioned, my dad died shortly after I graduated from college, but he was diagnosed with end-stage breast cancer back in the 80s. And for a man, they didn't really know what to do. They didn't know how to handle that. And they pretty much told him to go home and die. And he lived 3.5 years because he had a why. He had a purpose. He went to work up to 2 weeks before he died. And I always remembered that. I always kind of kept that in the back of my mind, like, there's a reason he just didn't go home and die and that he lived that long. Mm-hmm. And so for me now, I mean, my purpose is really to kind of help people find and live their purpose, their passion, their why, whatever you want to call it. I recall a quote from Mark Twain who said that the two most important days of our lives are the day that we're born and the day that we figure out why. And a lot of times when I speak to groups, I'll ask them, do you have any idea why you were put on this earth? Mm-hmm. Sometimes I'll even take it a step further and say, do you know why you were born now? Why weren't you born 4,000 years ago or 25,000 years in the future? Yeah. There's a reason that we were born. And that reason involves finding and living our purpose. I believe that we're all destined to live uncommon and extraordinary lives. And that has absolutely nothing to do with what kind of job you have, how much money you make, what kind of car you drive, et cetera. We're not all born with the same gifts and talents, but we all have the ability to become the best person that we're capable of becoming. The problem is that most people take an unintentional approach to living. And by living a casual life, their dreams, their goals, their ambitions become a casualty of that unplanned living.